Hey G Squad, welcome back to the episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode is this cool, amazing product right here in my hand. And basically what this is a gaming headset that you can use for gaming, if you guys want to use it for making calls, or just for office related stuff, you definitely can use it. So here's some specs about the product itself right here, if you guys can see. And then on the other side of the packaging right here, you guys can see there's some more specs about the product itself right here as well. Let me actually open up the product first to show you guys what it actually looks like, and then we're gonna test it out. Alright, so when we first open it up, you guys can see that is basically what the packaging looks like right there. Alright, so when we take out the product itself, you guys can see that they do provide you guys instruction manual to teach you guys how to use it and how to set it up. And they also tell you guys what is compatible with the actual headphone itself. And right here, they do provide you guys another user manual right here as well. But right here, we have the actual product itself. Let me just take it out first. Alright, so you can see that this is basically what it looks like. Alright, so you can see that the cable itself is pretty long, so you don't have to worry about the cable being short. So it does look like it's actually a universal plug outlet right here. If you guys don't need two aux, you just need one. Just unplug this part right here and just use this one. But the cable itself is pretty high quality. It is nylon braided, and they do provide you guys a strap right here to organize the cable itself if it's too long or too short. And then right here we have the controls, so you can increase and lower the volume right there. You guys can also change the brightness of the LED light right here as well. You guys can activate the mic or close the mic right here by pushing it down that way or pushing up. And then right here, like I mentioned, is the volume up or volume down option. But right here, we have the actual gaming headset itself. You guys can see that the material on the actual earpad itself is super comfortable. It literally feels like a cloud, like a memory foam material. And on the top part, they do have the cushioning right here and also on the side right here as well, which is pretty unique. I'm not sure if you can see or not, but right there. If you guys take a look on the side, this is what it looks like on this side. And this is what it looks like on this side. And then right here, we have the microphone right here that you can use to make calls or whatever you guys want to use it for. That is up to you guys. And the cool thing about this headset is the fact that on the side right here is supposed to light up, which we'll test out in a second. But it does label left and right, so there's no which side which. And supposedly for the microphone itself, it said it's supposed to have noise cancellation built in. So if you guys do make calls or if you guys are playing games, it cancels out the nearby noise and it literally just hears your voice, which we'll find out whether or not that's true in a second. And then for the headset itself, it's super flexible as you can see. And then if you guys want to make it longer, you can adjust this part right here. Just pull up and down. Same thing for the other side. And the very cool thing that I noticed about this headphone that they mentioned is the fact that it's supposed to have surround sound as well, which I'll test it out in a second to see whether that is true as well. And one last thing that they mentioned on the actual product itself, which I'll find out as well, is the noise cancellation. So not only is the mic supposed to have noise cancellation, but I believe the actual headphone itself is supposed to have noise cancellation. So let's test this out and see whether that is all true first. Alright, so we have it plugged in right now. So you're supposed to plug it into the computer, but I have it plugged into the power bank right now just to generate power to show you guys what it actually looks like. So I'm actually put it on first to see how it fits. Alright, so once I put it on, I definitely get that like noise cancellation and noise isolation. I don't hear the surrounding as much, but the comfort of the actual gaming headset is actually really comfortable. And then for the RGB light, like I mentioned, if you guys want to turn it off and on, you can just push this right here to turn off, or if you guys push it that way, it turns it on. But this is basically what the overall headphone looks like once you put it on. And then for the mic, you guys can adjust how you guys want to. You guys can move it all the way that way if you guys want to, or you can move it all the way towards you. But let's test out the audio and see what that sounds like first. Alright, so I have it plugged in right now to my phone. Let's test out the audio and see what it sounds like first. So I have to say that audio is actually really clear. I can definitely get that like kind of surround sound when I actually use the headphone itself, but it doesn't have that much bass from where I usually want my headphones to have. So that's a little bit downside of the headphone itself, but so far the audio and the actual surround sound like they mentioned is pretty good. But now let me just try out the microphone on the actual product itself and see what it sounds like. Alright, so basically what you guys are listening to right now is the microphone from the actual headphone itself. You guys can hear what it actually sounds like. Now let me actually unplug it and see what it actually sounds like on the iPhone so I can get a comparison of both. Alright, so what you guys are listening to now is the microphone on the iPhone itself. You guys can hear what this one sounds like. Let's actually listen to both of them and see which one sounds better and what is the difference. Alright, so after we test out the microphone from both the headphone itself and also from the iPhone, you guys can hear that both of them are super identical and almost the same thing. I can definitely see what they meant about the noise cancellation on the actual microphone itself. It kind of cancels out the surrounding noise, which is pretty awesome. So the mic itself definitely works really well, just like how they mentioned on the actual product itself. Another thing that I want to mention or show you guys is the microphone on the actual headphone itself. If you guys want to mute it, you definitely can. So you guys can hear the audio right now, but once I mute it right here, you guys can't hear the audio anymore because it's completely mute. But once I push it back again, you guys can hear the audio again. So that is how you guys use the muting option on the mic right here. So that is basically everything that's on the product itself. Let me actually show you guys a quick test of what the product looks like in the dark when we actually light up the side of the headphone, and then we'll come back and talk more about the product in a second. So the light definitely looks better at night, and it's hard for me to show you guys what it actually looks like with the camera itself, but it definitely looks pretty awesome in person. It's not like super noticeable to the point where it's like super obvious or like super bright. It's just like very little like light, but it definitely looks pretty cool. And welcome back, guys. So now I saw a quick test of the product itself. As you can see, it actually does work, and it looks really cool in the dark. It actually looks cooler in the dark than it does in the daylight, obviously, since it is a RGB light. But that is basically everything that's on the actual product itself. Now that we did unboxing and testing of the product itself, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for me, honestly, I would definitely have to say that this gaming headset or gaming headphone is definitely really worth it if you guys want one or need one of these. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have to use one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save the money for something else that you do need. But other than that, that's pretty much it for quick unboxing and testing the product itself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. It definitely helps this video and channel out. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.